Your backyard doesn't look cheap because of your furniture. It doesn't look cheap because of your plants. It looks cheap because of one single lighting mistake. And tonight, we're going to fix it. If you've ever stepped outside after dark and felt like something was just off, this video is for you. Whether you have a small backyard, a garden patio, or an apartment balcony, the way you light your outdoor space completely changes how it feels. Today, we're breaking down the exact mistakes that are making your space look flat and uninviting at night, and the simple fixes that will make it look like a luxury outdoor retreat. No massive budget needed, just the right knowledge. Let's start with the biggest mistake, the one that's quietly ruining backyards all across the UK and USA, and most people have absolutely no idea they're making it. It comes down to color temperature. Most people go to the store, pick up a pack of outdoor lights, and never even glance at the packaging. They just want something bright, something that works. And that's exactly where it goes wrong. Here's what's happening. Lights have a color temperature measured in Kelvin. Cool white lights, the ones that look bright and bluish and sit around 5,000 K to 6,500 K, they feel sharp, almost clinical. And when you put them outside at night, they make your backyard look like a car park. Flat, cold, lifeless. Warm white lights sit between 2,700K and 3,000K. That's the soft golden glow you see in high-end hotels, luxury garden bars, and beautifully styled outdoor spaces in design magazines. It's the same warmth you feel from a candle, just electric. Every premium outdoor space you've ever admired, every rooftop bar, every boutique hotel terrace, every stunning backyard you've scrolled past on Pinterest, they all use warm white light, without exception. The fix is straightforward. Next time you buy outdoor lights, check the box. Look for 2,700K or 3,000K, warm white. That's your target. It transforms the entire mood of your space without changing a single piece of furniture or decor. And here's the part that surprises most people. Warm lights actually make your backyard look larger. The softer the glow, the more your eye relaxes, and the more spacious and inviting the space feels. That one switch alone will lift the entire look of your outdoor space. But it's only the beginning. And this next part is where most people get it completely wrong, even after they've already upgraded their lights. So you've swapped to warm white. Great. But if you only have one source of light in your backyard, one string of fairy lights overhead, or one wall-mounted lantern, and you still have a problem. Single-source lighting is one of the most common outdoor decor mistakes out there. And it's not just a budget issue. People spend real money on beautiful garden lights and then place them all in one spot. The result is a space that feels flat and unfinished, no matter how nice the lights themselves are. Here's the principle that changes everything: layering. Every beautifully lit outdoor space uses light at 3 levels: ground level, mid-level, and overhead. Think of it like interior design. You wouldn't light your living room with just one ceiling bulb. The same rule applies outside. Ground level lighting includes pathway lights, floor lanterns, and low-profile spotlights pointed up toward plants or walls. Mid-level is your table lanterns, wall sconces, and candle holders. Overhead is your string lights, pergola lighting, or a hanging pendant if you have a covered space. When you combine all 3 levels, something almost magical happens. The space gets depth. It gets warmth. It starts to feel intentional, like someone who actually cares about design lives there. And the best part? You don't need to spend a lot to achieve this. Solar-powered pathway lights from a garden center, a couple of weatherproof lanterns from a home store, and a set of warm white string lights is all it takes to completely transform a basic backyard into a space that genuinely impresses. The investment is small. The visual difference is enormous. But here's the part nobody talks about. And it's the reason even expensive lighting setups still look wrong. Let's talk about placement. Because you can have the right color temperature, you can have multiple layers of light and still get it wrong. And the reason is almost always where the lights are pointed. Most people point their lights downward, straight down onto the ground or the deck. And while that does illuminate the space, it creates something called flat lighting. Everything looks the same. There's no contrast, no shadow, no visual interest. It's the outdoor version of a bare ceiling bulb, functional, but deeply uninspiring. The most impactful lighting direction is actually upward. When you angle a light up toward a tree, a textured garden wall, a tall plant, or a fence panel, you create something called uplighting. It adds height, drama, and incredible depth to an outdoor space. Suddenly, your garden wall isn't just a boundary, it's a feature. Grazing is another technique worth knowing. That's when you place a light very close to a textured surface, like a brick wall or a timber fence, and let the light skim across it at a sharp angle. The texture comes alive. Shadows appear. The whole surface becomes visually interesting. The other placement mistake is leaving dark dead zones. These are the corners and edges of your backyard that get no light at all. Those dark patches make your space feel smaller and less finished than it actually is. Here's a practical tip you can use tonight. Go outside, turn off all your outdoor lights, and take a photo on your phone. Look at the image. Every dark area you see, or every shadow and unlit corner, that's exactly where your next light needs to go. It's the fastest way to identify the gaps in your outdoor lighting design. Coming up, the one lighting element that separates a basic backyard from a designer outdoor space, and it costs less than you'd think. Now we get to the part that truly elevates an outdoor space from ordinary to outstanding. Accent and focal lighting. If layering is the foundation, accent lighting is the finishing touch. It's what gives your backyard a sense of personality and intention. It's the difference between a space that's lit and a space that's designed. Focal lighting means choosing one or two key features in your outdoor space and making them the star of the show after dark. This could be a beautiful mature tree that you uplight from below. It could be a fire pit area surrounded by low candlelight, a water feature with a subtle light shining through it, a statement plant in a textured pot, lit from the side to create a dramatic silhouette. These focal points give the eye somewhere to travel, and when the eye has a journey to take, the space automatically feels more curated, more considered, more expensive, even when it isn't. The products that make this possible are more affordable than most people expect. Solar-powered spotlights are widely available now and genuinely effective for uplighting trees and garden beds. LED strip lights can be tucked underneath outdoor benches or along the base of a raised deck for a sleek, low-profile glow. Weatherproof lanterns clustered together near a seating area create an intimate, high-end atmosphere that feels effortless. And none of these require an electrician. No hardwiring, no planning permission. Just smart placement and an understanding of how light shapes a space. When you combine the right color temperature, a layered approach, intentional placement, and a few well-chosen focal points, your backyard stops looking like an afterthought. It starts looking like an extension of a beautifully designed home. It becomes a space you actually want to spend time in, long after the sun has gone down. That's the real goal of great outdoor lighting. Not just visibility, but atmosphere. So one small change to your color temperature, a few layers of light, and a focal point or two. That's genuinely all it takes to transform how your outdoor space feels at night. What does your backyard look like after dark right now? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to see where you're starting from. If this gave you ideas, subscribe to Home Decor. We post modern home design inspiration every week.